So that I think, Hello, my name is Katie Clark. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought that I would talk to you about my pumping schedule, how I'm able to get enough milk for this one while she's in daycare. I also want to say, if you're new to my channel, I am a new mom who recently just went back to work. My daughter is going on 6 months old now. I can't believe how fast it goes. Let's see, I went back to work September 18th stands out in my mind, and it is October 14th. So I've been about a month into it, and I'm happy to say that I have not had to supplement any formula yet. So we are really just getting into the groove and to the rhythm of working life and daycare life. So I want to take you through like my whole routine and how I get my supplies and just getting everything ready. So every night I wash my bottles. So as you can see here, I am washing all of my pumping supply bottles. I also wash out the bottles from daycare that were used that day of. So as I mentioned before, we're pretty minimal, so I only have what we need. So the amount of bottles, I have 5 nipples. I have extra bottles, but pretty much I haven't really had to use them, so we're using the same 5 bottles every single day. So I do wash them every single day, and then I sterilize them every other day, and definitely on the weekends. So while those are drying, I'm organizing and thinking of how many ounces I've already collected in the day. While I'm at work, I pump at least 3 times, and I pump once while I'm at home, so I'm pumping 4 times a day. I thought I was gonna be able to get up in the mornings and pump, but it just really wasn't working. I wasn't collecting that much, and I'd rather like be with her in the mornings that I have some extra time, so I'm feeding her, and honestly, I need my sleep because this working mom life, sleep is very rare. Yeah, I know, you're so cute. And with my job, I honestly get interrupted with meetings a lot, so I have to be flexible with that. And it's been frustrating because sometimes I get 5 ounces, sometimes I get 2 ounces. It's kind of varying depending on what time of the day I'm going down to pump. Then I make sure that I pump before I go to bed, usually like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So then that's my last pumping session, and that's the only one that I do at home. You're probably wondering, how am I able to have enough bottles made for her based on only pumping 4 times a day? Oh, you're tired. Basically, the way I'm able to pump 4 times a day is every time she feeds, I'm still using the Haakaa, which I've mentioned in my daycare haul video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below. But this has been a lifesaver. Thankfully, I guess, Eliza still wakes up once in the middle of the night, which doesn't do great for sleep, but it's nice to give me some extra bonding time, and then I'm able to get extra milk for her too. So when I'm home, once I'm home from work, in the middle of the night, and in the morning if I get a chance to feed her, I am using the Haakaa, and I can get at least 1 ounce, sometimes 2 ounces with this. I have 2 of them, so while one's in the refrigerator, if I've used it, then I let it get to temperature before I combined it with any other milk, and then this one's for like the next feeding, so I just keep cycling through those. Oh, I also keep up my supply by taking these supplements. I have Mother's Love More Milk Plus, which I mentioned in my last video, which was my daycare update. And I also use Fenugreek. I don't know, you probably don't need both of these, but I take both of these. This has been really great. This is a little bit more expensive. This is like $7 or something US. I'll link both of those below. And I also make sure I drink a ton of water. I notice a huge impact to my supply when I don't drink enough water. So I drink 3.5 of these a day. Of course, none of this would be possible without my handy dandy Spectra. I've mentioned in my last video that this pump is a game changer. Previously, I was using the Medela Freestyle, and that pump absolutely ruined everything for me. I was getting clogged ducts. It was severely tanking my supply. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to continue to breastfeed, and it was very painful. I would only get like an ounce or two. So life's been so much better with the Spectra. I'll link this below too. I'm sure Spectra would not condone leaving your tubing and parts attached, but like I said, I'm very busy at work, and the best way for me to stay on top of everything is really sacrificing and not sanitizing and cleaning every part all the time. So I leave those attached. I also capitalize on my time by pretty much once I'm done pumping at work, I give these a good rinse and wipe them down with paper towels, and I dry them and I put them back in a paper bag, not paper bag. I put it in a plastic bag and store it in the cooler that my milk is also in. And then I put it in the refrigerator so that it slows down bacteria. I'm sure a lot of people are like, that's disgusting. I know, I'm a very clean person. I'm a very germ-focused type of person, and it's been working fine, but I would not be able to pump, and I'm only able to use my breaks and lunch at work. So I had to extend my breaks by 5 minutes. I get 2 20-minute sessions away and then one like 15 minutes away, because the last one of the day I'm not washing or like rinsing it out. So that's what's been working for me, and Eliza has been fine. I don't know, I would recommend trying that if you have a job where you don't get to use all the time that you want to go pump. Honestly, I think that would make things a lot easier. If I was able to go down and do whatever I needed to, I would definitely be washing these. That's what I would prefer to do, but it works just fine. And then I just make sure that I sanitize them and everything else at night. That's pretty much how we're able to get all the milk. Now, I do have quite a stash saved up, and I said in the beginning that I pretty much only get 4 bottles a day, and she does need 1 bottle at home with Daddy in the morning. So he usually goes into the freezer in the morning and thaws out some frozen milk so that he's able to give her a bottle, and then if he has to give her extra, he has it. I was so against going into my frozen stash. I don't know, it's like a treasure trove for me. My golden milk, I don't want to touch it, but I have found that on Fridays, my supply goes way up. On Monday, it's like it dips from the weekend and I have to get it back up again. And by Friday, I have so much more milk. It's ample supply. So I freeze everything from Friday, and then I keep trying to pump and use my Haakaa and keep taking my supplements on the weekends. And then Monday, I have a couple of bottles. But I think if I keep putting like 4 or 5 bags in the refrigerator on Fridays, that we should be okay. So I will also show you my stash. I had over 125 bags when I went back to work, and I haven't counted recently, but I have plenty. I've also talked about how I was able to build my stash. I think my daycare haul video, but pretty much this thing is everything. Okay. So that's all I have for you right now about pumping. We haven't had a supplement. She's drinking about 5 ounces a day. Nope. She's drinking 5 ounces a bottle. My daughter's on the petite side, so most babies at this age would need about like 6, 7 ounces. But she seems satisfied. She's still growing. That might change. Who knows? But so far I'm able to keep up, and when I had her, my goal was 6 months, and we are approaching that right now. I would love to continue to go until she's a year, so stay tuned. She has also started salads. You like sweet potatoes, but you don't like carrots. So that, I think, I think the salads also helps with how much she's consuming a day too. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll answer what I can for you. I upload videos every Wednesday. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. We hope that you take care. Say bye-bye.